If you fly a lot of DJI drones, these might just be a game changer for you. These are the Air4 Pro smart glasses, and essentially what they do is take the video feed from your controller and put it into a massive, like 200-inch screen out there that you can see while you're flying, even in bright conditions like this. So let me show you how these work. And just in case you're wondering, these weren't sent to me. I bought them because I thought it's really a great idea and I wanted to try them out and see if they were actually useful or not. There are affiliate links down in the description. And right now, I think they're $50 off, at least at the time of recording this video. So that's kind of like not early bird pricing, but it's like a sale they're having right now. So if you want to pick some of these up, they're like $250 right now because the $50 off. But these, yeah, it's pretty freaking cool. So essentially, if you fly the Mini series or the Air series or even the Mavic series and it has a USB-C video out, you can use these glasses. They don't have a battery. They're powered by whatever device you have, which is actually pretty cool. And they are much brighter than I thought they would be, especially considering I'm out here with the sun shining on bright snow-covered scene. So let me show you. I'll try these out. Turn the drone on. They come with this USB-C cable, which you just plug into your device. Now you do need to use a controller with a screen, or if you're going to do something like with the Avata 2, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend if you're going to fly FPV because it's a little bit of a delay, but then you would have to AirPlay to your phone and then plug these into your phone. So possible, just not necessarily recommended. I'm going to screen record to try and give you an idea of what it looks like through the glasses, but it's going to be pretty hard. They are a full HD feed, so 1080. And whoops. I'm going to go pretty full brightness because it's pretty dang bright out today. But it's pretty cool. Like, I can see the screen and I can see what's out there. Now, this is really difficult to show what it looks like, but I'm going to do my best to give you an idea of what it looks like from the user's perspective. It's really hard to show that because you can't like screen record or video record the goggles. At least I couldn't with the equipment I had. And it's about -5 right now. So the battery temperature is pretty dang low and pretty dang cold. Also, I'll have to be careful here. There's a lot of aircraft that fly through this area. But there's my friend John Dirting. It's pretty dang sweet. As you can see, this pretty epic area that I'm able to drive to in the winter, which is pretty crazy. Right where a glacier runs into the side of a mountain. It's pretty awesome. And I can see everything like the visual assist, all of that. So I can see, you know, down in the corner of the screen, just like I normally would if I'm getting too close to stuff, or, you know, all of that. Now I do, if I'm gonna change settings, I have to change settings down here. Obviously I can't just, I don't know, look at something and blink and make it change settings, but this is pretty freaking cool. And the wild thing is I mean, obviously they're shaded sunglasses, so it helps, but the screen is bright enough to see really easily. And I wear contacts, so I can see, I mean, it's fine as far as like diopters and stuff like that. It's perfect. It feels like, I don't know, 100 or 200 inch screen out in front of me, which is pretty wild. It's like, look at this ice. How cool is this spot? Other than it's really freaking cold. But it's only because it's really freaking cold that I was able to actually get out here and do this. So we'll just slide through here. And in just a little bit, I'm gonna hike over in this area here with John because there's some spectacular blue ice that is just gorgeous. But I'm gonna have to get some more warmer clothes on because it is freezing. So like I said, this works with the Air 3S, the Air 3, the Mini 4, basically any drone that you can link to the DJI RC or the DJI RC2 because that has USB video out. It's not a clean feed, you're seeing your whole display, that's the way it is. The one question I have is, does it work with the Mavic 4 and the RC Pro 2? Let's try that. All right, Mavic 4. Let's see here. I don't know if this controller can put out USB-C video. I would assume it can, but also, oh yeah. Wait, does it put out a clean feed too? Oh, it does. It puts out a clean feed over USB-C. I didn't know that, which could be good. Also, so you can switch between live view, aka clean feed, where there's no control stuff, or the control signal. So this is pretty wild. Oh, that's awesome. So the nice thing is you don't have to, you can still see through them if you want to, depending on how bright you have it set up. Or you can just kind of do the old man reader glasses thing and look over the top and see yourself, or see the drone, keep visual line of sight on the drone. But it is really cool to not have to look all the way down at a screen where you're just moving your eyes, not your whole head or your whole body. That's pretty sweet. But then you can also do other things, like you could plug this into your phone and watch streaming service if you wanted to. They have little bone conduction and speaker, or they have little speakers built in here, so it has audio as well. And then you can have volume. You have these little slats right here, if you can see those, or the speakers. And then you have volume control right here on the side. If I can get that in there, I doubt it'll show, but and then you have brightness control. Like I said, these are actually pretty bright. It's insanely bright out here right now, and I can see the screen just fine, partly because, like, yeah, they're pretty dark sunglasses, but these are cool. Very, very cool. I'm really glad I bought them. Glad I have these in my kit, because just sometimes it's hard to see the screen, especially on the RC2 out in bright conditions like this, where these make it so much easier to see what you're filming and gives you a little more confidence on what you're, where you're flying and stuff like that. And because you can just have them down a little bit and look over the top, you can still comply with visual line of sight, unlike when you put on full FPV goggles or something like that. So, and honestly, $250, $300, not a bad price. But next, you're gonna wanna watch this video over here. I'll see you over there. As always, if you have questions, ask me in the comments below, or join my live stream, which happens most Wednesday nights at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have more of a conversation. I can answer questions that maybe I didn't get to in this video. I'll see you again soon in the next one, assuming I make it out of here alive.